Won't be long now till we're in Chicago. How about Valentine's night?
Oh,
You and your Valentine in front of the set watching the Rising Stars on Friday, February 14th.
we're gonna be doing that.
Saturday the 15th, Taco Bell Skills Challenge, Mountain Dew 3-point, AT&T Slam Dunk, and then the All-Star Game itself on Sunday the 16th in Chicago, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Y'all want the Western Conference Reserve?
Yes, we do. Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Let's start with Russell Westbrook.
Indeed.
9th All-Star selection, 6th straight. 26 points a game is number 10. 7 assists is number 10. 8 triple-doubles is 4th. 13 games of 30, 8 of those in January.
Getting better and better, honestly, as he get in the Rocket. The dude won MVP, fool. No, as you see.
How about Damian Lillard of Portland? 5th All-Star appearance and 3rd straight.
This guy is on
4th
fire
in
right
scoring
now.
at 29. He's number 6 in assists with 8. Multiple 60-point games. He joins Wilt, Kobe, Harden, Jordan, and Elgin Baylor with multiple 60-point games.
That's amazing.
Donovan Mitchell is an All-Star for the first time.
Yes.
His 3rd season. Out of Utah, 32 and 15. He's got 25 points a game. That's number 13. 14 games of at least 30 with a high of 46. Another first-timer is his teammate Rudy Gobert.
Well deserved. Yes.
It's his 7th season, and he's an All-Star now. 16 points a game, 2nd in rebounds with 15, 5th in blocks, number 1 at 69% field goal percentage. 24 games of at least 15 rebounds.
Surprise.
Nikola Jokic, 2nd straight appearance. 20 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists with 9 triple-doubles, number 3 behind Luka and LeBron. He's had 3 game winners this season, averaging 24, 11, and 6 this month. Chris Paul,
there it is.
For the 10th time, the first time since 2016.
Wow.
17 points a game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, which is number 15. Shooting 48%, that's his high for the last 5 seasons, and better than a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. And finally, it's Brandon Ingram who rounds it out. First-timer in his 4th season, having a career year, 25 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's had 9 games of at least 30, had 4 of those in his first 3 seasons, then had his first 2 40-point games of his career, including 49 against the Jazz. So there they are, the reserves in the Western Conference. Shaq, your thoughts?
I like the list. However, I would also reward Ja Morant. Youngster, they're in the 8th spot. We want to talk about winning. They are in playoff contention. Guy has a lot of style, a lot of charisma. I like his game. I would have rewarded that young fella because remember, in high school and college, nobody really knew about him. Showed us what he did in the NC2A and has not let us down this year. So I like Ja.
Let's look at the list from last week. But you didn't have Ja on your list.
I didn't.
And as a
I'm still
result,
perfect.
You got them all right.
And you, EJ?
Yeah, you and me.
How's it feel, EJ? SEC. Smartest conference up here.
How about the Devin Booker question?
Well, I'm going to go back to something you said. I made a mistake. The only thing I would change, I would have put Brandon Ingram on my list. I actually forgot about him, so that's 100% on me. But I thought, listen, no disrespect to Devin Booker, but Ja Morant should have made this team. They are in the 8th spot. There's not a single person, even in Memphis, who picked the Grizzlies to make the playoffs.
Look at that.
And this is for the first half of the season. He's been an all-star. To have that team in playoff contention, if the season ended today, they would be in the playoffs. I would have voted for Ja Morant myself.
And Chuck, be honest, did you know about Ja Morant 2 years ago?
No, nobody knew about him until last year.
That's my point.
So, we get ready for March Madness. We get these packets every week on all the conferences, and they're like, and I tell you a funny story about this kid. This is hilarious, Ernie. Where were we in the playoffs? Milwaukee?
Yeah.
This little kid walks up to me and Ken and say, "Hey, Mr. Smith, Mr. Barkley, hey, nice to meet you." And me and Ken said, "Who is that?" Because this dude was so little, and we said,
And I said, I think that's Ja Morant.
And I said, no, he can't.
He's like, no, that's not Ja.
And I said, Ja Morant can't be that little.
I was like,
and we asked somebody, and he left. He said, that's Ja Morant.
I said, that's Ja Morant.
And I'm like, it was unbelievable. But he has been spectacular. I was pulling for him to make the All-Star team. I get some, in Phoenix, I get a chance to watch Devin Booker play.
It's a lights out year for him. I mean, he's shooting 51% and scoring 27 a night. And 20 games of at least 30.
Well, so what you mean? He's Bradley Beal?
No, not really, because
they're in the
8th spot, but they're in the 11th, 12th spot.
Yeah, that's the only point I'm making.
But I'm saying
they're number 11.
But that 11th spot is only 2 games out.
No, but
20 and 27.
Yeah, it's only.
But I'm saying like Booker and Bradley Beal got to hell.
Well, no, Bradley Beal is not making the playoff. If the Phoenix Suns go on a run, they could make the playoffs.
Listen, I live in Phoenix. I pull for the Suns.
They're not making a run?
They're not making the playoffs. Please stop it.
I'm just saying.
Stop it.
But I think that, again, Brandon Ingram, that was my, I don't know if you remember saying, I said my choice as the replacement for Paul George. So I agree with that because they're all hovering around the same thing. But the only thing, again, with the Pelicans is we all thought it was going to be a total collapse as well. Total collapse without Zion. And the way that Brandon had played with the Lakers will give you no instinct to say that he would be this good this early for them. And I think that's just a testament to show of his hard work.
They're 19 and 29. Stop it.
No, but I'm saying his personal hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, but also you got to give David Griffin credit. He put a nice team together. They got a lot of pieces from the Lakers, but he went out and got favors. Drew Holiday is, other than Rudy Gobert, to me is probably the most underrated player in the league. But I still don't think the Pelicans, I don't think they can make up the ground.
Are you coming around, Chuck, on the Joker? Three of the four of us had him on there, the coaches.
Let me explain, because I got a friend of mine, Vanessa, was giving me a hard time about the Joker. First of all, I love the Joker. I think why I didn't put him on my list is because I don't think he's playing at an MVP level. Remember last year I had him for MVP? Yeah, he's played well this year. Don't get me wrong.
But do you have to play at an MVP level
to
be an all-star?
No, yes. Once you're an MVP candidate, you don't get to relax. I'm gonna hold you to that standard. I love the Joker. He was gonna make the All-Star team, but I'm saying, and people can put his stats up there. Last year, we talked about him for MVP.
He had a greater impact. He did by this point.
And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I will say that. But again, I was saying, as we said,
he's going to make
I said he should make the All-Star. We can't hold him to the standard that he has. We got to hold him to the standard of All-Stars. And so the other standard of other All-Stars, he's beyond that.
And to add on to what Kenny and Chuck are saying, once we deem you as a great player,
be great.
Go up. You got to go up.
You got to
average 15 in 2020.
Yeah. You got to be great.
Once you got to average 19.
And see, this is what bothers me about this whole thing. We're not trying to make the All-Star team one time. Because that can happen. Like, some of these guys going to make the All-Star team. They made All-Star teams, because their team was good. If you're an All-Star, you play like that every single night, period.
First-timers on that list, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Brandon Ingram. In fact, in all this year, there will be 9 first-timers.
That's great. That's awesome. That's great.
Got to go back 10 years to find that many when they had 9 in 2010. Awesome. Twitter machine up and running again. This guy's an all-star. Evan Fournier, his fellow Frenchman. It's Rudy Gobert.
That's Rudy Gobert. Oh my gosh, that's funny, man.
I thought that was.
Hey, Evan, you can't be pulling out those pictures, man. That ain't right.
Yeah, lotto numbers. No, I'm no good at lotto numbers. But
you got everyone right.
Got everyone right. 14 out of 14, Michelle.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you didn't pick personal.
Not bad.
I picked personal.
I don't think there are very many prizes that go along with that. When we come back, look up, Chris. We're going to be talking to you in just a